Do you remember when the Blade movie was announced, Beardo?
I do, but it seems more recent than it actually was. Was it not 2018 or 2019? It was like right before COVID.
It was 2019. It
Hmm.
was in months following Endgame, right? Comic-Con 2019, where they had all their grand plans for phase 4 of the MCU, where they revealed their path and they announced a bunch of things. And at the very end, Kevin Feige brought out Mahershala Ali and said he is going to be Blade. That was in July of 2019.
Wow.
Here we are 6 years later with a really talented actor in Mahershala Ali who really wanted to play this character and get this done in what
Hmm.
should be a fairly simple, straightforward story to write a Blade movie. And it is still not happening. As Mahershala Ali continues to do other things, do other movies, he's not waiting around for Marvel anymore. He's continuing to do things that interest him and jobs he wants. He's in Jurassic World Rebirth. That's coming out. He was just at the premiere, and he was asked several times about the Blade movie. He gave a couple answers. Mahershala Ali throws shade at Marvel as Blade movie remains in limbo. And, one of those was pretty quick and like, hey, tell Marvel to call me. I'm ready. I don't know if they are.
Hmm.
Another one, he revealed a little bit more about his feelings. This, to me, feels like a dude who is basically given up on the idea of it happening. Like, he still wants to, but he knows it's just not going to fucking happen. Listen to this.
You know, I'm just taking it a day at a time. I'm doing the best work I can. I just did a movie called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother that I'm very excited about, that I got to scratch my stunts itch. Got to do some sword work in that, and it's a wonderful story. I would love for Blade to happen. We'll see. I don't know where Marvel is at right now. I'm looking for the next great part. I really am.
Yeah.
I would love for it to happen, but we'll see. I don't know where Marvel's at right now. I'm just looking for the next great part.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a man who's trying to say without saying it that it's not going to happen.
Yeah, that like I think his frustrations and his it seemed like he was angry, about a year and a half ago about this whole process because they've had a multitude of different writers on this story. They've started from scratch over and over again. They had a director pull out 6 weeks before they were supposed to start filming one of the first versions of it.
Hmm.
Um, I like it's hard to believe, but maybe they just can't write a story about Blade without making it just into an MCU cringe fest.
Bingo.
Like, one of the first scripts that they were going to move forward with, Blade was like the fourth lead character in the movie with like behind three other women.
Hmm.
It should not be difficult. And even the original Blade Rider, right? The original Blade Rider, David Goyer, who you may like or hate some of the stuff he's done in the past, but when it comes to Blade, a lot of people really like what he did with Blade, or at least most of the Blade entries. And he was shocked that they can't figure this out because to him it is fairly straightforward. And so
Hmm.
he contacted Marvel and he's like, hey, just to let you know, if you want me to come in and help out, if you want some anything, some insight, some whatever, I'm willing to come because I don't understand why it's taken so long. I had my agent call Marvel and say, do you guys need any help? And they said, we love you, but we think we've cracked it now and we're in a good place.
Sure.
Bro, how embarrassing that you can't get this movie done.
Yeah. And then especially announcing it, all the hype, you have the actor. Was it at Comic-Con when they did it? San Diego Comic-Con when they announced it?
San Diego Comic-Con. I remember
Yeah.
this because look, this is this San Diego Comic-Con is the week that I met Gary and Jeremy for the
Okay.
first time before I had a YouTube channel. They did a little small meetup in a bar with about 8 other people in San Diego. And
Mm.
I lived in San Diego at the time, and it was during Comic-Con when it happened. So I remember this vividly.
Hmm.
It's 6 years. In July it'll be 6 years.
That's embarrassing, dude. It's embarrassing. And this has been happening a lot for Disney. Announcing shit, having shit slated, and then just not fulfilling that. And then you just never hear it about it again. And either they just full blown cancel and like, yeah, we're not doing it anymore. Kind of like with the Jonathan Majors, Kang Dynasty. It's like, well, fuck, we can't do that anymore. So we're going to switch directions. Or like Star Wars and just not talking about it. Hopefully people just forget. But Blade should be easy, man. It's a simple, awesome premise. And yeah, we're going to bring out Mahershala Ali. He's our next Blade. We're super excited. And then you're writing a story where he's sidelined. Like, what the hell, man? They just can't help themselves. And to be honest, I hope it doesn't come out, because if they're not going to do Blade justice, don't even fucking bother.
You got a return of Wesley Snipes as Blade in a cameo in Deadpool
Yep.
and Wolverine that got people more hyped to see more of that, more of him, like, as all of this is completely falling apart.
And they even took a shot. They took a shot at Marvel and
Only
this
ever
movie.
Be one Blade.
There's only ever going to be one Blade. And then you see Deadpool's eyes get wide and he, looks right into the camera. Yeah, man, I don't think this is going to happen. And it sucks for Mahershala Ali because he's getting old now. If he's not 50, he's going to be 50 soon. If you're bringing in Blade, you'd hope to have a few Blade movies and have him be maybe in an ensemble movie. But he's getting old.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like, this article is from 2 years ago. After months of development troubles, the MCU Blade movie is reportedly heading back to the drawing board yet again. And this was 2 years ago. And here it is. So I think Mahershala Ali is a really good actor. And look, I don't need another Blade. I don't desperately need to see another Blade movie or anything like that. I really like Wesley Snipes' Blade. I would love to see another Wesley Snipes Blade iteration if they can make that happen somehow. However, the premise of it, I think it could have been cool if you had people that know what they're doing. And I think Mahershala Ali would have done a great job. Yet here we are with multiple Academy Award-winning actor Mahershala Ali, really talented guy who desperately wants to do the character. And you're so fucked up over there, you can't figure it out.
Yep.
Only ever going to be one Blade.
Retarded. Retired.
Yeah.